Do you like this? Because you just answered that. You just give the answers right. Andre Ward vs Chris Eubanks, Senior.
Eubanks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think Senior would get to Andre Ward?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you about that after. Right. Eubanks v Canelo.
That's a tough one.
Yes, welcome to the 13th and final round podcast.
Yes, and today we have a very special guest.
Very special guest. We have the power in the house, the one, the only, James Cook in the house. Yeah. Sir, how are we doing today?
Not too bad, sir. How are you? Good.
I've been looking forward to this.
I hear you guys drive down about 3 or 4 hours to reach London.
Do anything.
Listen, we drove 3 or 4 hours across London to get here today. It would have been quicker to drive from Leeds here.
We're going to road from 8 o'clock.
Welcome to London. Welcome to London. They're trying to make it a bike city.
Yeah, Staines. We're staying in Staines right now. You know when you don't. It's funny. Yesterday was people in London, so we stayed Staines, and we're like, I never heard of it like that. Like, that's a long way out. When people from London hadn't heard of it, you know what I mean?
Nice area though. It's nice area.
Staines, yeah.
So
near the airport. Are you from the airport?
Out near Heathrow, innit?
Heathrow Airport. That's right. Yeah.
Too long.
Yeah.
Long way out.
thank you for inviting us here.
No
appreciate
problem.
Really appreciate you. You got a gym, you got a youth club, and we're going to hear a lot about it. You're going to explain to us about what goes on here. But firstly, I want to know, you're from Yard. Which part of Yard?
Yeah, Jamaica.
Yeah,
Whereabouts? Sentence, but you know all the best guys them come Usain Bolt, everybody. We're from that side of town.
My family's from St. Mary.
Well, yes, you come second then. You come second to us. So I'm gonna give you second to us.
He's country then, isn't he?
Yeah, he's further than us, you know.
But anyway, tell the history from growing up in Jamaica and sending to England.
Yeah, I'll be honest, when I was in Jamaica, because my parents come early 60s to start to work, you know, like everybody else, you know. And so I grew up with my granny, and my granny, everything I hear about London, the country is cold and stuff like that, that's always going through my head. And one day my granny said to me, because I come here when I was about 9 and a half, going 10, my granny said to me, James, your mom coming for you to take you to London. I said, no way, I don't want to go to that cold country. Yeah, because I said, I don't want to go to that cold country. And believe it, yes or not, when my mom did actually come down, I pick up stone and I was chucking at my mom. You know, I was chucking stone at my mom, saying, I don't want to go to the cold country. But then my granny said to me, hold me one evening, and she said, you've got to go with your mom. So I remember start apologizing to mom and saying to her, you know, sort of sorry. You know what I mean? But, you know, because me going up there with my granny, because they come, as soon as I think my mom had me, she left, so.
What was it like in Jamaica growing up?
Jamaica, you know, it's unbelievable because when I come to London, because in Jamaica you have the freedom of running around, you have food, you can't even starve in the country in this sense because, you know, you have food going all over the place, things growing. Neesbury mango, orange, pear, whatever. You know what I mean? We've got it growing in Jamaica, so we're growing up with the, you know. So when I come to London and from the airport, I was driving, coming up on when I was looking around, all I could see was flats, house and thing. And the first thing come to my head was, I'm gonna starve. You know what I mean? Because, you know, there's no trees, there's no food there, there's no nothing. And that's what's in my head, you know. I come to London, they're gonna starve me. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we come to London and then, 9.5, you know, somewhere like that. And first place we end up was in Peckham, you know, which my dad had, and my mom had a room upstairs at the top. And, you know, they had to draw a curtain. So they sleeping in one bed with a curtain, kind of divide the room. That's right. And my brother was sleeping in one room. But I remember when Ali was fighting Joe Fraser, I wake up listening to it on the radio. And I was sitting on the stairs, you know, and my dad get up to go toilet, which the toilet was downstairs. And my dad looked at me, you know, and he walked down the stairs and he stopped halfway down the stairs and he says to me, "Why are you crying?" And I said, "Dad, I can't believe it. Muhammad Ali lost, you know?" And as a black parent, you know, he kissed his teeth and he walked down the stairs, and he said, that's right. And he said, somebody had to lose sometime. And believe me, for that couple of seconds, I stand up. I was gonna jump my dad down the stairs because I love Ali so much. You know what I mean? I was gonna jump on my dad and like somebody said to me, "Don't do it." That's right. So so I sit back down, you know, and so in school, like, you know, believe it or not, I used to hit my friends in the playground and say, "Yeah, Joe Fraser, I'm Muhammad Ali," you know, but. You know, to be honest, I wasn't as confident to fight like Ali or even to speak like him, you know.
You just throw a punch.
That's right, but inside the bathroom or a mirror by myself, I've been going around trying to do the shuffle, trying to be like Ali, you know what I mean? You know, to say, you know, I'm the greatest and this and that, but when it come to fight, hell, I was just trying to protect myself and defend my, you know, have my own style. So you have to have certain confidence. That's why I think when people making up noise now about boxing and the way they go on, sometimes, to be honest, it's upset me because when you see guys like Ali, you know, speak and say things, there's always a smile. You understand me? These guys now, if they say they want to kill you, they really want to kill you. But, you know, so that's the difference. You understand me? And also difference is I call a lot of guys the internet expert. You understand me? You know, unless you go through certain things in boxing and understand it, you know it's the hardest sport in the world. You know what I mean? And you know, whether you're cricketers, rugby player, whatever, everybody use boxing as part of the fitness. If you're sensible, I mean, I used to help out Surrey Cricket Club with Alex Stewart and Adam Alios and all these guys, you know, for keep fit through the boxing. You know what I mean? And when they get rid of me, then Surrey lost. But it's it's that sort, you know.
I like to say about boxing, though, it's not just the hardest sport; it's the hardest lifestyle. Because the lifestyle that goes with it.
100%. You know, you know when people don't understand when they says, you know what, you've got to go away, you know, for 6 weeks or 2 months just to train, just to prepare your body, and you know that fight may last a couple of minutes or whatever. I mean, and it's an example like. You know, when you're young, you say things you don't understand. I mean, when I was young, I was telling people, you know, if you're going to beat me, you better beat me in the first 5 rounds because after that, I'm going to get you because my fitness was at a very high level. And that's why I said, you know, the fight that I lost earlier was bloody between 1 and 2. You know what I mean? Because anything after that, I'm saying I'm going to get you. And as you get older, I think, why am I telling people to beat me? You understand what I'm saying? You know, but it's a sport that if you don't have family around you, if you're not humble, you're gonna have problems, you know. And I think I could go anywhere in London or anywhere in the world and speak to people. You know, doesn't matter what level I reach. You understand me? You gotta learn to be humble. We're human beings. You know. I said to people when Jesus was in the world, he was helping, speaking to people. What did we do to him? We killed him. So I expect the same thing. You understand me? If he could have done these things, you know, I can't do as much as him, you know, but I could try and help people. And it's always been my lifestyle to try and help anybody, no matter what level. People will see me on the street, oh, you're on TV, blah, blah, blah. Hello, how are you? You're right. I have time, stand up and chat. People don't do it, and that's why it's annoying me, you know, around certain people who's in certain sport. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're all people, you know what I mean? And like I said, no matter who we are and what we are, the man up there, he gives certain people their ability, their lifestyle. He gives certain people, you know, he may want me to work this way in life, you understand me? So I'm just grateful that I am here, I've done it, you know, and, you know, yeah, I'm grateful, really and truly, and I could say to people, I had 4 managers. I call them the good, the bad, the ugly, and the terrible. So don't ask me who was bad and terrible. That's just my setup.
What I love about you is your reputation precedes you, right? So everywhere we go, everyone we talk to, it don't matter if it's north, south, where it is. You had James Cook yet? If you spoke to James Cook yet, you need to go speak to James Cook. Yeah, all the time. And what that says to us is reputation. The reputation is more important than the individual sometimes. If you go out in public and you are in a bad mood and someone stops you in the street and it's the first time they've ever met you and you turn around, I'm sorry, I've got to go. Then they're going to go tell their friends and then it's going to get out and then then your reputation becomes, you might have just been having a bad day.
No,
understand what I mean?
100%. And, you know, people do have bad days. You know, I understand that. So, you know what I mean? You know, where Stephen Lawrence got killed, you know, up Elton, you know. We used to go up there after school, you know, with about 3, 4, 5 of us just to protect ourselves. We boxed on that side and we had, you know, my coach was white, the white guys, and we had to run out of that sort of area. Though across the road we had Lewisham, where there was a lot of black people. You understand me? And you understand me? It's across the road. So things happen, you know, things happen. And when we tell people, you know, I mean, when I said to people, okay, you know, run by when I live in North Peckham Estate, we had Skinhead, we had National Front. We had to live amongst these people. When I moved into North Peckham Estate, you know, you had the people themselves are separate. It's only you think to yourself, hang on.
Not together.
Yeah, they're not together. But after a couple of years, people was coming together, you know, because people, you know, they had no choice. When we used to play football, it was like this. We had one football pitch in North Peckham Estate. You had Skinhead go at time, you have National Front go at time, and you have the black people them go one time. We went the latest. We went about 4 o'clock because why? We had to go church. Yes, I mean, and after church, or after 3, then that's when we had our games. You know what I mean? But you know, you still sort of get on. We live together, so after a while we realize, you know what? We've got to work together. So it's either we keep fighting or we're gonna speak and get on. So a lot of, you know, stuff. So when I was 30 years of age, you know, I was driving in Camwell Green and me and this guy, you know, it wasn't road range, but he wanted to go into petrol station. I wanted to go into petrol station. And we both turned in together and he says to me, mate, you black bastard, you know? And I looked at him and I said to him, mate, I'm 30 years of age. If I don't know I'm black, something is wrong. And he got upset and he drove off. I mean, boxing give me that discipline, you know, give me that discipline 100%. To make, you know what I mean?
Now, if you didn't box, you'd be something different.
No, 100%. If I didn't do boxing, you know, it'd have been war. I mean, I went into a boxing club from the age of 10. Had my first fight at 14, you know what I mean? And, you know, all different color nation, you know what I mean? We all come out to the gym, we work together, we, you know, with family. That's why boxing, we ain't footballers, we ain't rugby players, we ain't cricketers. Boxing is a special sport. Boxing is a special sport. If you're a boxer, understand each other. Anyone who put on the gloves and go inside that ring, even if we argue, I have a face-off with you and you, in the end, we'll learn to love each other, you understand me? And we see each other, we'll support each other. That's, you know, it's a family, but it's a real family, you know?
I hate that I have to say this in every single episode, but because we're talking to different people every time, I feel the need to say it, that people talk about boxing being dangerous and people talk about people who might lose their life. boxing will always save more people than it will take.
Yeah.
There will be a very small percentage that become champions, and there'll be even a small percentage that become financial. But what boxing will give people is all self-discipline, respect for themselves and and everyone else. And I always think about our trainer, Brendan Ingle, about how we would survive in this world now, because he'd have a sign on a door that would use the word black bastard and things like that. And so, but he'd go on to the next stage of saying, I don't care if you're black, you're Muslim, you're Hindu, you're Sikh, I don't care about any of that.
Yeah.
In here, you'll learn to be one. You'll learn to go. And,
Simple.
And we have friendships that go 30, 40 years back. Do you understand what I mean?
Treat everybody the same in the gym, even with sparring.
Yeah, 100%, and that's what boxing bring. You know, it bring us as fighters and people together. Like I said, we're not footballers. We don't get paid every week. You're getting your £25. It may take a fighter 4 years just to get £25.
You suffer the same as well. Everybody suffers the same. No matter how much money in the gym,
absolutely.
You suffer the same. We're waiting for the wage, waiting for that glory as well.
Absolutely. So it's a special sport, and I'm grateful. I could be bloody cricketer because I was good at that. Athletics, I was good at that. But funny enough, when I was boxing, I saw my name in the South London Press. I must have buy every bloody South London Press in London, every shop I went.
Everyone does.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And, I go and buy the South London Press. Look, I'm in the paper.
Let me ask you a question, because me and him are different. Right? So I want to see if you're like him or you're like me, right? So yesterday, he says to Ian Napper off camera, he goes, Ian Napper's telling him a story. What's the guy's name?
Right, Ian Napper told me a story. He said, Ian Irwin, who was in charge of the England team.
Yes.
He says, Ian taught us how to fight like you. He said, there's a certain move what you did in the ring, and he was praising you. I said, you're joking.
So off camera.
No, when you boxing, you don't hear this. Afterwards, when you hear this.
Absolutely.
But he said off camera, Susan, make sure you bring it on camera. So Ian's not going anywhere near there, right? Ian's not going near it, right? So he's like, so he says, Ian, what was that thing? To get his shot, and he's there, he's just grinning. I'm like,
what it is? It ain't boxing, John. Anything you do and someone recognizes it, you're proud.
No, but I'm opposite to you. It's like,
opposite.
I can compliment everyone. I think it comes to my Christian values. I can compliment everyone, but I don't know what you want me to do when you compliment me. If you turn around and say something, I'm like, oh, okay.
No,
I don't know how to receive the compliment.
Proud, man. That's how we are.
But you like it. You like it.
Listen,
that's how we are.
Listen, he go up his hand and he celebrate and say, yeah, I'm good. So you're right.
Listen, if there's a secret camera in his house, he walks around his kitchen with his belts on.
He probably would do as well. Trust me.
You won your first belt or trophy.
You know what? As amateur, I remember.
Proud.
I was proud because my parents didn't. My parents had come to a boxing match, I think, once.
Did they?
Yeah. And no, you know what? I remember that bloke up there, Johnny Graham. Believe it, yes or not, his brother was down last week. And I remember beating Johnny Graham. Well, to me, I'll say I remember Johnny Graham beat me first time, and the second fight, I remember. Okay. This is mine. Amateur.
Right. So and then build up like before that, before you knew when boxing. Do you know each other?
No. Well, I know him from the first fight. Yeah. Yes, I mean the second fight. Obviously, I said it's going to be my turn this time. Result come, Johnny beat me, and somebody says to me, James, you can get paid for this. I went, what? Get paid to fight? I was just doing it for fun. I was doing it because I like it. I mean, and the fitness of it. And he said, you can get paid for this. I said, yeah. And I didn't know nothing about pro. And I think it was Al Hamilton who used to write for The Voice newspaper. As you know, it was a black paper. And said, there's a guy in Hackney named Billy Winter. You can go and see him. But now, I was just about to start move to Hackney because my missus now, and we grew up in Jamaica. And I left Jamaica was 1.5, but she said to me, James, when you come to London, will you write me? And I said, yeah, okay. Yeah, of course I'll write you, no problem. Trust me. I come to London, I went secondary school, had to leave school at 16. I didn't remember nothing about my missus Carmen, you know, at the time. I didn't remember about her. I had my own girlfriend, you know, at the time, moving to North Peckham Estate, moved to Dulwich, and I had my own girlfriend. But my auntie said to me, come and meet her. She's up from Jamaica. She was 17. I was so confident. I hold my Carmen hand, which is my wife now, and I walk into the room like this, you know, with my girlfriend from over here.
Yeah.
And when I went into the room, I see Carmen, and I thought, shit, I should have write.
You
I thought, oh, shit. I should write. Yeah, you know what I mean? I thought, shit. Yeah, I mean, I should have write.
Miscalculated that.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I said to people, I've never called. You know, I remember when I was 16, I'm training, I'm fit and things like that. And there was a young lady used to go to a school across the road, and she took my bike. And I said to her, don't take my bike because I don't like you. Then I'm 16, so I was more braver than to say things, you know. And 19 is what I said to people. From that day, I've never disrespect a lady again in my life. I was driving up the road.
You look sweet.
I was driving up the road, and I see this nice lady walking up the road, and I stopped my car. Listen, I'm 19 now. I stopped my car, and I says, hello, babes. And she looked at me and she says, James Cook, remember when I took your bike?
Oh, wow.
I thought, oh my God, you know, and I drove on. And I'm 65 now, yeah? And I've never do that to a lady in my life. And every young people I speak to and I talk to, that story I always tell them about, because young people know they're different. Oh, she's that blah, blah, they're different. They have no respect. They have no respect. So I've got to start to bring them in, ground them, and let them know. You understand me? See, listen, we've got a mother. They carry us for 9 months and say, listen, your mother could get rid of you, but the fact that you're here, that she wants you, everybody got different lifestyles. You understand me? I mean, my mom died probably about 12, 15 years ago. And my mom died with stomach cancer. But I never know nothing about cancer, you know? So anything now, I'll do anything for cancer. And I've got 4 brothers. When we went to the hospital and the doctor said cancer, you know, we all stand up and look at the doctor, and the doctor looking at us, that's like, what are you guys gonna do? But we never know nothing about it. You understand me? We never know nothing about cancer. So that's why now I'll do anything, you know, for cancer and anything like that, because, you know, I realize there's certain things that in this world, no matter how much money we have, you know, money cannot save your life or do anything. That's why I never get excited about it. I never get excited about money, you know. We have it, we lose it. But the major thing, what I said to people, fighters, because we're so different, we're so special, I said, as a manager, as a promoter, if you ask, instead of stealing £5 or £10 or £100 from a fighter, if you actually ask the fighter, lend me this, they'll lend it to you, because that's our art. That's our art as a fighter. We're the most kindest person in the world, and people don't understand. People will say, we'll go bash each other up, but when it comes to that, they see the way we function and help, and they think, why are you so different inside the ring? It's because the love we have for each other, we're totally different. We, like I said, we're not footballer, we're not cricketer, we're not guaranteed, you know, there's certain things what you can do things about, certain things you can't. Now you have fighters now, and the first thing the boxing board will tell you when they interview you, do you sign, remember what you're signing, because you don't want to sign a ticket deal or something like that where you're not going to get no pay. And I had it with fighters who sell in ticket, you know, so they sell £1,000 for their opponent, then they've got to go sell ticket for the promotion, then for themselves. So at the end of that, because things is so dear, how are you going to do that? You understand me? And I got a fight at the end of the fight, and I said I wouldn't do it again. I fight, and he's got £100, and he looked at me and he says, Coach, how much do you want? And I says, I don't want nothing, man. You understand me? You know, I don't want nothing. That I don't like, because I feel if we moving on, you know, from the days of Ali Fraser and the people then before, and if we're moving on and we're up to date, it's like you guys says, when you set up with the bloody big cameras and things like that, and now it's slimmed down to free small things, because so if you move on, you're going to move on with times. You understand me? That's why I think with all the sponsors and everything going, I feel fighters should fight. fight for our wages. There should always be a wages when a fighter's boxing, because it could be 3 months, 4 months, 6 months before a fighter
100%.
get paid again. You understand me? When they're on the next wage, like I said, we're so different. I mean, and if you give a fighter £100, you know, £100, yes. It's £100, but then that's right, because then manager we want to take is 25%, trainers is 10%. You understand me? So you're left with probably half of that. You know what I mean? So that's why that's why I'm so passionate about fighters. That's why sometimes when you look at life, you know, Michael Watson, you know, accident happened with Michael Watson, and Michael Watson don't no grudge, because Michael Watson, the accident that make British boxing probably the safest in this country
100%.
now. You understand me? As soon as anything happened, boom, we're on the ball. You understand me? And before it happened, believe it, yes or not, me and Michael was in Finsbury Park.
Yeah.
We trained, but because we kind of upset with each other, you know, because, you know, after a fight, you know, I beat Michael Watson. I just moved into Hackney and they was talking about this guy, Michael Watson, and blah, blah, that. I had 3 fights abroad and I lost all 3 of them. So the fight with Michael was a joy in the sense of, but fighting abroad, although I lost them, but it made me a sort of a bigger person in the sense, it made me tougher. It made me realize, hang on, you've got to go some, you know what I mean? But sometimes, like I said, in life, you know, in life to me now, you know, the experience, what I could tell people, because when I was younger, the one thing I put in my head, I says, I don't want to go with a big manager because I want to fight all these guys he have. But now, if somebody said to me, James, where should I go? Boy, I'm saying I'm going for the big managers, you know. Because the road for me was so hard to get to the top. Yeah. You know what I mean? In the sense, I gone with a small manager and I realized, hang on.
You got a small show.
Yes, small show. Then, you know, in the sense,
out.
it's a chance. They get a chance. We've got one of the first world champion, MBE, Murray Soap. Yeah, Murray Soap was manager fighter. I told you about name, Eddie Smith, you know. And Morris and Billy Winter, my manager, 2 black men was inside the gym in the Wellington with John Conte, John Mugabe, and all these guys. You understand me? And all of a sudden, I was at work and he phoned me and he said, up to now, we're going to Morris Soap book signing on Saturday, you know, in Rumford. Right. You know, Morris Soap, MBE having a book signing. Morris Soap is doing his book in Rumford on Saturday, book signing. So I'm going up there. Morris Soap, I said, Morris Soap, you trying to set me up. You trying to get me beat by Eddie Smith. You understand me? You know what I mean? And so these things happen, you know, in life. It happens, boxing. You know, I never, listen, when I had my first fight, I was sparring with a guy in the gym named Mick Courtney. Again, I got a phone call at work. You're fighting Mick Courtney. I thought, hang on. How can I be fighting Mick? I sparred with Mick the night before. You're totally right. I sparred with Mick. My manager.
I seen it happen when I was in England.
Yeah, my manager said to me, well, you're not going to let your sparring partner beat you, is it? I mean, so boxing, that's what I'm saying. That's why we have the love for each other, because we spar, we box together. We all know what we come through. And like I said, we're different. We're different kettle of fish to people. We have this love, even if we don't see it for 10, 15 years.
Departmentalize.
No, absolutely. You know, we've got this love.
People out there don't understand
what
love we have for each other.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why when people speak, that, you know, it's annoying me in the sense of them sometimes when I've got these Muppet, whether they like it, Jake Paul and all these guys coming, you know.
Spoiling the game.
They're spoiling the game in a sense. Okay, it's all about money and this, but I'm saying at the end of the day, right, if I wanted to play cricket or football and I go to any football club and any cricket club and says, I want to play cricket, cannot let me in. You understand me? They've got to see me do things from day one to come into this sport. But we do, as boxing people, we let anybody come in, you know, in our sport and really spoil our sport in a sense.
Money.
No, you know, you're totally right. But how many of us as fighters get the money? You understand me? We got Jake Paul who come in and all of a sudden he's fighting Mike. And I said to people, listen, don't be shocked if this fight end up Jake Paul winning this fight and there's a return. You understand me? Because he's got this crowd money again. You understand me? Money control. But what I'm saying, money, yes, you needed to pay your rent and pay your bills or whatever, but it's not happiness. After a fight, win or lose, I'm looking for my family.
And respect.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking, you know, for my family. Like I said, I could walk the street and go anywhere in London, out of London, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to look behind my back. And you understand me? Because, you know, listen, when I said it's not happiness, some people, the young generation, this other generation feel money is happiness. Yes, you want good food, you want good clothes, or, you know, whatever, but I've got 3 pair of damn shoes in my life, and I think I only wear one. You understand me? Everywhere I'm going, I'm polishing up this one shoes because it's comfortable and it's nice, and I'm wearing these shoes. You understand me? I've got about 4 suits. You know what I mean? And I get them dry clean and yeah, you know what I mean? You know, I don't need 10 suit, 20 suit. I don't need 10 cars. Now I'm glad I don't have a car of my own because my daughters, I've got 5 daughters and they all bloody drive. You understand me? And I just use their car. There's parking ticket all over the place. Dad, did you drive my car? I just jump in a car and I just go. You know what I mean?
You live a simple life.
But yeah, I don't need 10, 15 car. To me, if I could come to you guys and say, listen, let's go down the road, let's have a drink. I'd rather come to you and say to your wife, listen, I'm taking him out tonight, don't look for him till tomorrow. You know what I mean? To me,
she'll be happy.
You know, good. I don't blame you because they're bloody trouble, these Xboxers. You know, to me, happiness is around people. You understand me? They says when I was growing up, they says money can't buy happiness. And to be quite honest, when I was growing up, I remember my granny. You know, in a sense, that's why I love her so much. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna get up, yeah? I'm gonna take this, yeah? I remember sitting down and speak to my granny. And my granny, I mentioned about money. You know, my granny take something out of her pocket and my granny drop it and say, son, this is money. When you die, they're not gonna bury you with this money. You understand me? And you know, and I grew up, and that's why I said I don't get excited over money. Yes, you want to pay your bills and stuff like that, but like I said, the man up there give everybody a different part in life. As I tell people, young people, I tell people every day, you imagine me was a judge. I said to people, if I was a judge, and you do something wrong and you come to defend him, I said, I'd lock you up first, then I'll lock him up. You understand me? Because I feel if you do something wrong, you're gonna get it. I mean, that's why it's annoying me when, you know, young people, as you could see guys say on TV, 2 12-year-old carry a knife and kill a man up by your side of town. What sort of rubbish is that? Of Wolverhampton, you understand me? It don't make sense. We all come here, and to me, we all should help each other, you understand me? And that's the way life is. Everybody help each other. And I think if we do that, we'll get a better world, a better lifestyle. And, you know, and that's the way I think it should go anyway. I'm not saying, you know, everybody's going to agree with it, but I'm saying, you know, that's why I run this youth club and I try and keep it as a community center for everybody to come in. You know, we've got the travelers community in here, and people, when people come in, people are shocked. Wow. Yeah, they're in there, they're making their tea, we laughing and talking. You understand me?
I love it, man.
You know?
I love
so,
it.
Yeah.
I always say that society could learn so much from a boxing gym. You could just go on about trying to fund this and fund that. Listen, I'm going to talk to the camera right now. We came up in buildings like this. We came up in with elders and round boxing, which give us self-discipline, which keeps us trying to, and we turned out all right. We don't want to be going for all these fancy things and these new things. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
100%.
This is real.
100%.
Like, what happens in community centres like this, and this is why this community centre needs funding, it needs help. It's changing people's lives in this area, which has a knock-on effect on anyone who comes into contact with the people. These kids then grow up with self-discipline, they turn up with love, respect. They actually, that sets them up for a better career, a better opportunities in life, not trying to just like push people to one side, you know what I mean? Jim, tell us a little bit about that T-shirt you're wearing as well.
Also, tell us about the community centre, how you first started, how did it come to be like this?
Well, to be honest, like I said, I come from Peckham over that side of town. I'm moving to Hackney. My daughter is 42, so obviously, bloody 42 years I've been involved in this. And what happened, this place used to be a place run by the Queen cousin, to be honest. You know, lady owned me and all that, the Rickett family, Rickett Trust. And they had it, and the guy used to run this. I was running the Henry Cooper, you guys know the Henry Cooper, Thomas Beckett, the 2 of our famous gym in London, you know? And I was running those gym, you know? And then I saw the guy who was running this place, and I said, "What you doing here? You're supposed to run in the Pedro Club." You know, me, myself, obviously, I live here and I run a youth club in Dulwich, South London, where I was originally. So I'm all for the youth club, for the people that are getting involved with respect, and where you have a firm youth worker and they teach these young people this respect, this manners, hello, thank you, and things like that, you know. And then he said it ran out of money, so I've got in here, you know, found the thing, and you know, I've been here 42 years sort of keeping it going. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton actually was the first person to give money towards this place as we in now, and there was a patron to this place. So, you know, and I thought to myself, hang on, it's the I obviously come here because it's for the community. You know what I mean? So I just make sure, try and keep this place. This place, I think we've got about, this place was going from 1929.
Yeah.
You know, when I opened it, this place, I opened it 91 of you see outside, and they were me, Gary Mason, and these guys, I mean, Derek Williams, and Julius Francis was right here when we opened up for a big day to make sure. But when I come in, this was sort of the room where they play pool and stuff like that. I thought, you know what, boxing taught me the respect and the manners and the attitude. Hello, thank you. So I put this in. And to be quite honest, every evening I come in, you know, I've got about sometimes 90, 70 young people in here, 50, whatever. And the first thing I line them up, everybody in a circle. How was your day at school? How was yours? How was yours? Everybody introduce themselves, everybody tell each other route. And I said to people, you know, if I had a shop, I'd probably not make no money. Because you'd never come in my shop and just chuck things on the counter and hello, excuse me, thank you. That's all, you understand me?
That when they come in now.
100%, you understand me? 100%, you know, cause, you know, somebody may have a bad day, like, you know, and it's an annoying thing because I do 2 days a week in a college, you know, and look at these teachers and I thought, wow, these teachers, they're suffering and people don't know because the kids them coming and they're out of this world, you know what I mean? Teachers can't say nothing to them. And they know, the kids them know that, you know, the kids them know that. My grandson, you know, my grandson acting Top Boy when he was, I don't know if you've seen Top Boy.
Top Boy,
That's right. My grandson was Attica, the two little boy,
Okay.
And I had Ashley Walter and these guys down here, and I had to say to them, no, he can't play no more part in this because all around gang, and he's living in bloody Hackney. You understand me? And you know what? Now, you know, I thought to myself, I should have just let him play it. Because now, from a guy who basically really got everything, knowing what I do, he's gone the other way. You know, and, you know, he's gone the other way. My mom used to say to me, James, don't go prison for him, you understand? Because I just want to hold him and squeeze him and say, what you doing? I don't function like that, you know what I mean? But they think his street life is good. They think their friends tell them what to do. But you know what? I said, when you come close to death, you now understand certain things and change your way. You know, certain life. That's why I said to everybody out there, if you're having a bad day, if you smoke, if you're drinking, get inside the gym. You know, sort out. Look, Ian Napa is a great friend of mine. Actually, I used to work in the corner with Ian Napa, with his trainer. You understand me? And Ian used to drink. Look at no secret. Yeah, Ian used to drink. You understand me? And, you know, but Ian, listen, let me tell you something about that boy. That boy is probably one of the great fighter, good fighter we have in the country, you know. But certain, like I said, certain things in life is set up for certain things, you understand me? If we, you know, some of the greatest talent that we have inside the country, I think there's a reason why certain things happen to them. Erkan Higgins, Muhammad Ali, George Best, you know, all these people who got so much talent. I think where it takes me 30 years a month just to do things, it'll take these people, you know, second Kirk Lang, you know what I mean? You know, Kirk Lang would go inside the gym, he'd come inside the gym. My missus is a hairdresser, she used to do his hair. Kirk would come inside his gym, Kirk would hit 2 on the bag, 2 on the pads, and he's gone again. But how do you beat him? You understand what I'm saying? How do you beat this guy? You know, great. That's what I'm saying.
You know what doing behind closed doors?
Yeah. Well,
Nah, but some people have natural ability.
Yeah,
though.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The ability. When he's running, he'll run past you. You hear him coming. When we're running around the marsh, you hear all you say, "Hello, Kirk," and "Goodbye, Kirk."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Me to get that fitness, I have to be running up and down damn hill. I mean, so some people just got a talent. Yes, I mean, I think sometimes when you got over talent, yes, I mean, you don't know what to do with your talent. That's right. You don't. You don't appreciate it. Certain talent. I mean, but some people, you know, because boxing is so hard sometimes. Yes, I mean, when you see a guy with certain talent, you got to respect it. Like Nazin from your part of the gym. I mean, you've got to respect Naz, because Naz shows something different at the time. I mean, Earl Bummergram, Jenny Nelson, all these guys. Brendan Ingle was, when we was growing up and we're looking at gyms, we're looking at Brendan Ingle gym and we're thinking, how the bloody hell you got everybody fighting like this? You understand me? You understand what I'm saying? There's a certain talent.
That gym was crazy.
Yeah, certain talent. He trained these guys in the gym like that. You understand me? And for them to come out and produce things like that. You know, I'd never get bloody confident and dropping my hand and doing that. If I get knocked out with my bloody hands up there, how am I going to get confident with my hands up? But he teaches that. You know what I mean?
When I was there in the 90s, like, you'd be in the ring sparring, you'd spar with Ryan Rhodes, turn around, Nazim's there, turn around, Johnny's there, turn around, John Faxon's there, turn around, James there's there. Endless amount of potential talents rubbing off on each other.
Learning.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think a lot of why it worked as well is because there wasn't people weren't taking life too seriously. You understand what I mean? There was an energy amongst you. Do you understand what I mean? Like, sometimes ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, so that's what I do, and that's why I try to keep this place going. I mean, this place with hopefully we want to raise funds to keep places like this going. Yeah, no matter what the government say, when people say, obviously, you got to come up to date with certain things, but when you change things, when you get rid of youth worker and stuff like that, good youth worker will come in and speak to a young person. Yes, I remember when the Brixton riot started, I was in Peckham, But when the riot started and everybody was kicking off, we used to go to youth club, Peckham, Brixton, and we used to play football against each other, table tennis, our pool. Used to have the competition, everybody get to know each other, everybody can speak to each other. Now, across the road, E5 can't go to E9, can't go there because of gangs and stuff like that, which is nonsense, But to me, the government, as they get out of hand, I don't know how I'd feel if it was one of my kids or my grandkids. Like guys like Mark Prince, you got to respect guys like that, you know what I mean? Because, I don't know Mark. I haven't sit down with Mark and said, how do you feel? Because for my kids, I don't know what would happen. So when things like that happen, you got to respect these guys when they come out of it. You understand me? And they're speaking to people now saying,
well, how do you think it happened though? Like, so you've seen it all, you've been there a long time. I have a theory, you could tell me if it's wrong. I think we went through a generation of kids raising kids, and this is the fallout now, when there was that to having sex at a younger age. Would you say it comes from that or something else? Or?
You know what? Where I think it goes wrong, believe it or not, is when the government take it away from parents. Listen, it's quite simple, right? It's not every parents want to kill their child, But when I was growing up, my mother, my granny, say to me, if you can't discipline this person from 0 when they're born to 5, from 5 to 10,
you're gonna have trouble.
You're gonna have problems. If you can't tell this person, go put that down, go do that, do you understand me? You're gonna have problems. Like I said, not everybody gonna be the same, but not everybody want to kill their kids. No. You're gonna want to learn respect. You're gonna yes, thank you, no, thank you, hello, thank you, please. I remember on Saturday, I used to go shopping with my mom. I'm a big guy at 14 going to a secondary school. Go to Peckham, go shopping, Peckham.
Carry the bags out.
Carry the bags. And down the road, you see a friend and you kind of leave the bag there and walk over here like you're bloody looking at something. But then your mother will come and say, pick up my bag. You understand, man?
You have to do it.
And you have to pick up the bag, and then when you go in school, your friends, oh, I see James go carrying the bag. You understand? You're going to have to live with that.
Yeah, but they're people as well.
Yeah, of course. Exactly.
I missed that bit of
Exactly. You understand?
Benny Mac used to call it Big Mama days.
Exactly. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, like we said, there's Ian Wright come from Crystal Palace. There was a shop in Peckham, the first sort of big shop there where Ian Wright said he wanted a pair of shoes or whatever, you know, and his dad never come home and do it. And I could understand that because I remember same thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. I could remember the same, but mine was the shoes, was a brogues. You remember the tassel? The tassel. I seen the boys them, bigger boys them in school now wearing that, and I said, yeah, I want a pair of them shoes with the tassel and things. And we used to wear what we would call the winkler pickers. Shoes used to bloody pointed at the front. You understand me? And I said to my mom, I want a pair of those shoes. Yeah, Mom says, look at me. I was 14 years of age, and she looked at me and she said, yeah, you can get up here, wait till you start work. I said, okay, Mom. But you're the joke now, I was in school, right? So what I did, the evening I was going home, I'm kicking out these shoes, you know, I'm just kicking out the shoes, you know? So the shoes thing flap off, it come off, you know? I said, Mom, shoes ain't no good. Mom said to me, okay, son, I'm gonna get you a pair of shoes. Now listen to this now. Listen to this now. I was in school inside the gym. Them guys said to me, Cook, your mom is outside. You know? My mom come inside the school. My mom got a box. No, my mom slide this box across the thing. And my mom said to me, kick these out now. That's what I mean. Dr. Martin, if it was Dr. Martin, it wouldn't be that bad. No, if it was any of those shoes, it would be bad. You remember bloody Platform? What we call Platform? Platform was the double bloody heel shoes, big like that, I was a tall guy, and I tell you, I wear them once in my life. We didn't teach us to sit down, cook. I was so high, I said, sir, I'm sitting down. I went home, right? Inside my house, my mom had a case where you call a grip, as you know, where they put everything in it.
New, brand new.
That's right, I have to send it back to the West Indies. I come off, I take the damn thing off, the Platform with about double heel, you know, because I was already told. I take it off, I put it inside, and I got the shoes with a kick out, sellotape, bloody glue, everything to glue back on the damn shoes. You know, and my mom was sort of teaching me something. You understand me? It's not everything you see, you want, or you think we can afford. You understand me? And I remember and I thought, damn, you understand me? And you know, I think I wear the shoes once in my life. I've never wear the damn shoes again in my life. You understand me?
For me when I was young,
you know?
When I was out, the hikes. So I said, Mum and Dad, I need them feelers. I got a job, but I saved up. But I said, nah, when you go to school, you got to learn. Because they think you're going to wear them, you're not going to learn nothing at school. So I got my feelers, didn't I? I told my friends at school, I got feelers. I brought them home, I put them down. Dad said, take them back to the shop. I didn't take them out to the shop, I hid them. I hid them outside. So I put them on when I got to school, I hid them. It took her for about 6-7 months. My dad I take them back to the shop. And they were getting old, you know what I mean? I said, I know. But
you know, parents, different. That's why I think it's gone wrong in the sense of, you've seen kids now, they want the latest thing, you know. See, money in my days and you guys' days to now is totally different. When I start work, believe it yes or not, how much you think I was getting an hour? I remember I started work at 16.
£1.50.
£1, £2.
I was getting 50 pence an hour.
Wow. That was a lot of money.
Wow. That's right. So after tax, my wages was £17.50. Remember, I live in Hackney. I work in Camwell Green. You know, so people don't realize why I become such a damn good runner. You know, I used to run from here 10 miles. That's my journey. Run to work sometime, and I live down here. You understand me? So during the week, my parents live up Dulwich. I used to run up to Dulwich and borrow a £5 from my mum. But at the end of the week, my mum want back her £5.
But
you understand me?
£5 could make buy.
But listen, it's a whole heap of money.
£5.
It's a whole heap of money. Now you give a kid £100 and they'll spend it in bloody 10 seconds. I mean, it's not the money. No, you imagine, you think it's 100 years, but this was in the 70, 80, 90, 2000. So we're here now. So what? 40 years ago, 45 years ago.
£1,000 now, mate. That's what it is. And
There's simple things. So when your parents tell you, oh, at that time, save a penny. If we were saving that penny, we would be damn million, you know. But one thing, like I said, the discipline has gone. The government has taken it away from the parents.
Yeah.
They're taken away from the police. Kids will know and say the police only can do certain things to them. You understand me? If I've got kids in here, saying to their parents, oh, you can't trust me because of child line. You understand me? So, you understand what I'm saying? Of course we never had that. You know what I mean? Parents just say to you, when the police come, both of you will stay outside. You understand me? So
it's gone mad, man.
I think the discipline has gone. Like I said, when I was growing up, if I passed you on the road and I didn't say morning or hello, by the time I reach home and you tell my mom, I'd have been finished. You understand me? Like he said, you understand me? It's just a discipline. It's just a respect. Hello, miss, blah, 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 blah.
Even now,
because it's like that in my wife's country.
Even now, at my age, I see anybody elderly, I'm saying good morning.
That's right. Because if you don't, you're gonna get crucified. And as you get older, you feel embarrassed.
You know what the government's trying to do now? If the Conservatives get back in, they're saying they want us to do national service now.
But boy, maybe not a bad idea the way these guys killing each other. You understand me? Yeah. You know what? Because at the end of the day, right? If people is in prison, they're in prison for a reason, and they're getting better food than me and you. So does it make sense? I don't care what anybody says. If you do wrong, you have to pay the time and the punishment for being wrong. I don't feel nobody in this. I'm not saying accident can't happen. But why should a person just come out and kill you because they want your coat or they want your bag or gang up on you? Because they want. You understand me? It's nonsense. You understand me? And at the end of the day, you go do a job.
You don't feel consequence.
And that's the reason. That's the reason why they're doing it. That's the reason. Like I said, you imagine two 12-year-old boy, two 12-year-old boy, and these two 12-year-old boy will probably get the best time of their life growing up. You can't touch them. You can't talk to them. They're in wherever you want to put them till they reach 20 and blah. It's nonsense. You understand? Because if we're killing at this age, then maybe national service ain't a bloody bad idea. If you want to go kill, then go do it there.
If it was me, I always said, my granddad said to me, like, they had national service in this country up until the 50s or something, because he had to do it. And he was like they should finish school at 16 to 18. And before he passed away 3 years ago, he's still saying it's like, 16 to 18, make them go in national service. Don't have to go on no war, they don't have to do any of that. Just give them self-discipline. Either that or let them go to the boxing gyms, one or the other.
The thing is, as you say, parents now will argue with you. If teachers say something to a child, parents come up to the school and they want to argue with you.
Fight the teacher.
Nonsense. So what discipline are you really showing your kids? I've seen kids in the first thing, when we was growing up, when we was on the street, we were walking down the road, I would be on the bus and we learning how to spell street. We learn how to know where we are, know where we're going. These kids now, from their boom, there's a phone. There's a phone. You understand me? So by the time they reach 5 and 6, let me tell you something, there's kids in here, when they see me coming, they're putting away their phone. You understand me? Because this is what parents do, this just to think this is an easy way of controlling their kids, but this is a way of making their kids, because now we've run in an English class here, a maths class from 5 and upwards,
That's good, man.
You understand me? I went down there, I think it was Wednesday when we having this session. 5-year-old kid, he was on the chair like this. I'm thinking, I stand up, I look at this kid straight up. I said, if I have to come in this room again,
that's good.
You understand me? You know? Yes, sir. Well, this is nonsense. I just tell people I'll beat them and beat their parents.
Take it old school,
They came in from school and that discipline from schools. Now if they brought that back.
Listen, I have no.
It's lied though. He's nailed it.
Listen, I got cane. I got cane. You know, when I was in school, I got cane on my bum. I got cane, man. But the different, like West Indies, listen, I didn't understand. That's what I'm saying. Country and view change people. When I was in West Indies and you got to go to school, if I go to you as my teacher and I finish going to stop in front of you, you'll run a comb in my head, you check my nails, check my hand, check my clothes. You see me? When I come to London and I went to my school, right? Listen, the kids them laugh after me. Because I went up these steel stairs in Bellenden Road, Peckham, and I stand up like that, waiting for the teacher to call me in. All these kids run past and sit down. Teacher look at me and say, Cook, what you doing? I said, Miss, I'm waiting for you to call me in. Everybody started to laugh. I think my education went a winner from that.
But you fought a lot there.
Yeah,
when you're from Jamaica, you get that ignorance because you don't understand the English vibe.
Yeah, 100%.
It's respectful.
100%. I mean, when I was 30 years of age, my mum was in Dulwich. My mum lied down inside the bed. And I went in, I said, all right, Mum, what are you doing? Yeah, I mean, my mum looked at me. We was talking about something. My mum looked at me and my mum said to me, son, you know, I've never really seen your exam result. Yeah? I look at my mum and I said, Mum, I'm 30 years of age and you asked me for exam result?
No.
And she looked at that, she said, I know you was up to something. Let me tell you something, right? School, in school, we have them big bin outside school.
Yeah, man.
Listen, them times they give you your result to take home.
I get it signed.
When I see my exam result, you think I'm taking this home? I fold it up and put it straight in that big bin.
I lost it.
That's what I said to my mom. At the age of 30, you asked me about exam results.
My school report.
Oh, mate. Yes, I mean, discipline. The discipline, the respect is just not there no more. Yes, I mean, I gone into school. I used to live about 5 minutes away from my secondary school. And one day, I don't know what took me, I got up, I ran into the school. We had PE lesson, We had judo that morning, And I didn't say good morning to the class. I just went in and went and sit down on the floor. We had a little PE teacher. He called me up. He would demonstrate your throw. He chopped me. Oh. No problem. He called me up again. Trust me, he called me up again. And you know why he done it, didn't it? Because I did not say morning or anything like that. I just went in and sit down like I'm some big boss. I was boxing then, so I didn't feel like I was a big boss. He called me up again. He chopped me. I was on the floor like that,
Winded.
I looked up at him. I want to jump up here. I looked up at him and he looked down at me and said, go on then, Cook, make my day. Right? I got up. I sit down like that. It show you how life is funny. Yeah. When I become British champion, When I become British champion, I was defending my title at Elfland Castle. Guess he was security guard.
The same teacher.
Same teacher. I looked at him. And I said, sir, I should beat you up now. And he looked at me, he shook my hand, and he smiled.
He said, proud of you.
You understand me? Yeah. You understand me? And it's just a thing. We had this respect. We have manners, We have love for people. We didn't see color. You understand me? And the generation now has completely lost the plot. And the government will tell you what they're doing for young people. If you shut down all this youth center and everywhere else where the young kids and people could learn, and then you're talking about they're going to be the next doctor, they're going to make this, they're going to make this. Remember, we're always different. Everybody learn different. Listen, when I get a newspaper, the first thing I'll do, I'll go on the back page for the sport. Boom, boom. As soon as the sport finish, I check away that paper. I'm not reading again. I don't start from the front.
I'm the same as you.
You understand me? I don't start from the front. I never start a paper from the front. I just go to the sport.
And
that was it. You understand me? So you imagine, if we don't have all this respect and this thing in the school where somebody could guide us, and tell us what's going on, we're going to create problems. We're going to have problems.
The problem is, right? Kids are curious by nature and they want answers, they've got questions. And if we keep on saying to kids, neglect them, they have all the answers or what they think are the answers on social media. They can just go on
100%.
and then they start going in a different direction. So what you're saying is, by coming into community centres, you answer the questions first, so that when they see the things on social media, it's not true. And if they feel that there's a conflict, they're going to come back to the person of respect, which is going to be you, and say, I'm seeing this, but you're telling me this, and then you can. You understand what I mean? But the problem is the elders are not, like, there's a difference between managing and leading. And they're just saying, oh, go do that, managing. But leading is different to that. You know what I mean?
100%, 100%. By the way, when you go see Barry tonight, I want to tell Barry I need some more money, because Barry gave me £5,000. Actually,
more money as well.
12 pounds, yeah, so tell Barry I'm looking over there. But things is funny, right? I remember when Barry first came into boxing, in one sense, Barry said to me, if you become champion, Barry said to me at one fight, if actually probably could be the Errol Bubba Graham fight. If you beat Errol Bubba Graham, I remember Barry saying to me, if you beat Errol Bubba Graham, I will make you a millionaire. A couple of years after, when I become British champion, I said, Barry, he said, James, you never do it then. I said, okay.
You know what we should do?
We'll pick that up. I'll pick that up.
We'll do the pot. Keep your phone there,
Yeah.
We'll do a video call. We'll video call. You can say to it directly.
Bring that story.
Because it's so funny. Because we were on the phone to our good friend Rich Williams and
Richie.
Yeah,
Richard Williams. The Secret.
Yeah, The Secret.
You know who named The Secret?
You.
That's right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was me. That was me, yeah.
He loves that name as well.
Yeah, and the thing is, because Richard joined me with 2 win and 1 loss, something like that. You know what I mean? And then I see something when he was sparring with Ted Bammy. You know what I mean? I see a sparring, so I thought from now on, you be the secret, you be dangerous. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Well, he told us to say to Barry, he said, don't be letting him lie to you. So I'll ask you a question. So what do you think would have happened if Wayne and Richard
you know, to be honest, Richard is a boxer. I think like if Wayne didn't knock out Richard Williams early, you'd have problems.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Because did you remember the ABA final?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You know, you understand me? Because you know, you got one who's a big puncher. You know, everything he chuck.
Technical.
That's right. And you have one who's technical and you know, can put things together. I mean, yeah. I mean, so
because that's what I love about Rich. He's humble. Rich was like the hardest I ever got hit was in that ABA final with Wayne.
Watching that.
We got him. I was on the phone to Jason. We was in front of Jason Matthews today, and Rich called me, and I said someone wants to talk, and I put on the phone to Jason Matthews. Jason Matthews, first thing he said, you sweared me. You didn't want to fight me.
I was with Wayne last week. Did Jason tell you any story?
What story is this?
Did he tell you the one where I had to fix him up?
No, he didn't tell us.
You never telling us?
No, I didn't
He's
tell us.
having a laugh. He never tell the story.
Man.
Yeah, he can't forget that story. Jason just won the ABA, something like that, a big puncher. Jason lived up the road there, you know? Yeah. And we was in a whole gym up there, and then I was there just doing my thing, and Jason come in, and Jason said he wants sparring, you know? So I said, who's that old boy in the corner? You know, so I said, James Cook, European champion. So Jason said, let me spar with him. So I had to beat him up. And he go and was crying to his mom. You know, mom said, Jason, what's wrong with you? He said, boy, James Cook. You never tell that story?
No. He likes to tell his story.
Yeah, trust me. I mean,
he likes to tell his stories.
You know, but because, you know, I call on them. That's why I said, if any guy I call on to come down here, because, you know, the way I see it, these kids are young people, may see you on TV, you know, stuff like that. I mean, and if you're if you're truthful to yourself and truthful to anybody, and you know you're in the area, and that person may say to you, "Oh, you reached there," you know, you can guide them and say,
"This is where I started."
That's right, and this is how you can get there. I mean, then them doing youngsters. So I feel everybody can help everybody. That's why if I invite somebody down here and they don't make it and they don't turn up or they don't come, they'll have problems with me. You understand me? Because I'm going to curse them. You understand me? Because I feel if you're born in a year or you grew up in a year and you grew up in a certain community, instead of Bro, listen, David Beckham come from bloody 10 minutes down the road here, late in the Orient, yeah?
True.
And David Beckham, you don't see a David Beckham around here no more, you understand me? You don't, you understand me? So I feel whatever you is, you know, and you do something, give something back. Yeah, because you can help the next generation, you can help the next person and say, this is where I get from, you know what I mean, this is how to do it, you understand me? And yeah, I think everybody's supposed to like that. I mean, instead of being selfish, I want to keep everything to themselves.
What's the point in going through a process, learning something and then keep it for yourself?
Absolutely.
I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? And then, you know, I think in life you learn things different. Everybody's doing a little bit different. I remember when John Mugabe come over here, and we was at the Wellington, and they said to me, James, you want to spar? And I said, no, he's bigger than me. And they put him on the scale, he was 11 stone free.
Wow.
So I said, okay. And John Mugabe, you know, this is where I learned how to blast a dance, you know, because he hit me with the left hand, and in my head, shit, he can check the right hand here. Do you understand me? You know, and you learn things. And that's why I said I'm sort of blessed in the sense of, you know, not getting this sort of guidance from day one to come through like these other guys. You understand me? I had to do things sort of the other way. I had to fight. You understand? But I didn't mind because in my head anyway, you understand me? I want to beat you. It's like Derek Williams. You're going to interview him tomorrow. You know what I mean? Sweet D. I mean, man, I went to school with Derek Brothers. You know? Me and Derek become friends. When I was down remember I come from Southwark, so the Derek, you know? So we buy the Southampton Press. And at the time they was talking about Frank Bruno, Derek Williams, Irish Notice, all these heavyweights from Peckham. And one day I'm sitting down inside the gym and I said, who the damn is this Derek Williams? Because they're taking me now off the back page of the South London Press. Derek, I said, who is this? I would on the bucket, I said, who's this Derek Williams? And then Derek stand up and come out the show and said, me. And I said, oh, yeah. And I said, oh, yeah. And I looked up on him and I said, oh, I'm James, nice to meet you. You understand me?
Don't worry about it.
We become great friends then. It's like, we're coming with the Hackney, I was sparring with Dennis Andrews. I'm a fresh amateur, you know? They says, how much round you want? I said, 6. And the guy looked at me and he said to me, James, you sure? I said, yeah, I could do 6 with him. I'm young, I'm fresh. Listen, the first round he was passing me like that. The second round he was like that punch. The third round he passed me like that. Yeah, man, that will do.
3 rounds.
You understand me? And you know, I mean, I went to Leicester. I like running. I went to Leicester, was sparring with Tony Simpson. When Tony Simpson was going to fight Mark Kaler. I tell you, I'm a good runner, I can run. Tony Simpson left me. Was getting up and down bloody hills and everything like that. You understand me? And I think I was good, you know what I mean? So you learn something from everybody every day. And like I said to somebody, you take what good, and what's not good, you throw it away. You understand me? So, you know.
That's the thing about boxing, you never stop learning.
No.
I'm still learning.
No, of course, absolutely. You know, things, you know, I remember when I was going to fight him, when I was supposed to fight, when I was trying to get a fight with Nigel Benn, you know, I went to a press conference, you know. The difference was me and Mark Kiel. I told Errol Christie, you know, I think Errol Christie is the best fighter this country, talented fighter this country ever produced. You understand me? As amateur, you understand me? But sometimes you get things a bit too easy, it doesn't work, you know? I said to Errol Christie, I used to spar with Mark Kaler, and I said to Errol Christie, if you ain't in condition, you're not gonna beat this boy, you know? Because this boy is rugged and he's tough. You understand me? And then when me and him was fighting, we ended up drinking a cup of tea, me and Mark Kaler. When me and Errol Christie was fighting, we kind of know each other, but there was no war. You understand me? We fight at You Cool, you know, stopped him, there was no war. You understand me? What I'm saying, the difference is now we are, I think, fighters now just making war unnecessary. You don't have to sell a fight. When somebody match somebody, it's match, it's done. You understand me? That's boxing. Now, I don't have to be, you know, want to fling cup or get up this man telling about your mother and your
It's like WWE wrestling.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we're boxers, man, and it's also a gentleman's sport as well, because we learn to log on. Like this lady said, well, you guys are aggressive, but, you know, you guys as boxers,
Control
why you so
aggression.
nice? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Control aggression. You understand me? You know, I said, we're just trying to get the best of the next person. That's all it is. But
It's
we
a game
ain't
of
really
chess.
yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, and Derek and Lennox Lewis, these guys play chess. You know what I mean? So they'll tell you more about chess. I bloody don't. I just play draft. You know what I mean?
I'm going to ask Barry, when we go do Barry Hearn, I've always wanted to ask someone like Barry, and we hadn't done the top promoters yet. Well, we did Eddie a couple of weeks back, but it was just a 6-minute interview, a quick one, right? But I've always wanted to ask a promoter like Eddie or Frank or Donkey, any of them top promoters, that when you sit ringside and you see two fighters in the ring, do you see what most fighters see? So, for example, my friends sit me who are non-boxers watching and go, why are you looking at the feet? I never look at the upper body. I wanted to know where the feet are positioned. You understand what I mean?
You know what? It's so important, and I tell you why it's so important. You know, I'm training professional fighters, yeah? Sometimes I help out with the amateurs, yeah? And I look at these guys who come over. Derek Williams just signed a fight now near Lucas, yeah? And I'm, you know, and I'm training him, and I'm looking at his feet, and I thought, this is all wrong. You understand me? It's all wrong to do certain things. You know, people, when you said if I said to somebody, listen, go watch Prince Nassim Hamid. You see me, how his feet is and how he's set. You know, when he's gonna deliver a knockout punch. You know, watch how he set his feet. You understand me? You're totally right. You understand me? You know, when I learned, you know, boom, from side shut down target and stuff like that. I mean, boxers coming in front of you and they're like, I thought, yeah, you're totally right. It's important.
Because you can't deliver a shot off the feet and not in the right position. And then even, this is what I want to say to Barry today, because I'm just curious if they do see it. And like, did he see that when he chucked his left jab, he purposely went to that side of the head, so he actually made him go to the right to counter the right. And then this time round, he purposely missed the jab to that side of the head, so he made him go that way so he could catch him with a left hook. Do you understand? These are things I see. So, like, I said to Tyson Fury when we got a little 3-minute interview with him at the press conference just before he fought Usyk, and I asked him a pretty loaded question, because when you go to them press conferences, the reason we're standing out at press conferences right now, which we're kind of the first to do it, is people around boxing asking boxing questions, whereas a lot of these YouTubers have never boxed and they're asking them the same questions. So they may have more followers than us, but our time will come.
Yeah, of course.
Because they're asking
100%.
them the same questions like how's training camp, and the fighters are getting bored of it.
100%.
But the question I asked to Fury was, if he's southpaw and you're orthodox, and he's going to get his right foot on the outside of your left foot, and he's going to go laterally in and out, and he's going to go back to forward and wave his hands up and down, how are you going to, what is your plan to stop that lateral movement?
You surprised me, Sean.
You know what I mean? Because if you don't have a plan to stop that lateral movement,
then
are
of
you
course.
Are you going to jab him to the chest?
Listen, fighters, right, got to be honest to themselves, yeah? And that's why, you know, I'm an honest fighter, you know, who know about boxing and honest about boxing. Fighters got to be honest, yeah? Fury, right, when he fighting Usyk, yeah, when he boxed Usyk, yeah, Fury had the perfect plan when he was getting through it with the uppercut, yeah? Okay? But, you know, you're right. Certain age, certain time, when it catch up on you, in that ring, it catch up on you. My manager was Mickey Duffer the last time, yeah? I said to Mickey, I need a defense. And I love Mickey. Mickey said to me, yeah, okay, James, who you going to defend against? You beat all this guy. He says, I said, him. Colin Carr.
Yeah.
He said,
to train at the same gym as me.
That's right. He said to me, but James, I manage him. I said, don't worry, Mickey, I will stop him. You know, trust me. You know what I mean? I said, don't worry, Mickey, I will stop him, yeah? Round 7, right? I'm looking at Colin Carr over there where they're putting Wolfdown.
Howard Rain in the corner.
That's right.
Yeah.
In my head, I thought, damn, probably a couple of years ago, I probably would, you know? The thing is, each time I go to move Carr, pop, and he's gone. He's 21, I was 34. You understand me?
You can see it, but can't act.
Yeah.
It's just simple as. Yes, I mean, people says, whether it doesn't matter if I did rest, yes or no. That's why I'm saying, if you're gonna do something, boxing is so hard. You do it at a certain level and then you come out. For these guys who are doing it over certain times and carry on, trust me.
Catch up on you.
brother, I feel sorry for them because in the end I'm thinking, I know what boxing is like. I know it's going to take effect on you. That's why the boxing board is so busy about people taking sauna and things, because when you're going sauna, it releases your brains come away from your feet. You understand what I'm saying? If you're honest to yourself, you know it's going to catch. I think time has caught up with Tyson Fury. I love Tyson Fury. I think at the level, he's our top. You understand me? You know? But when time catch up on you,
He's doing stuff wrong, that's why. Abusing his body.
That's right. That's right.
When I used to train, we both trained on Ricky, we both trained on Nas, and we both realised, well, I trained with Nas first and Ricky after, and I could see Ricky doing the same mistakes as Nas. I could see that, you think this is not going to catch up on you, but I've seen this happen to Nas. It catches up on you.
Of course.
And Tyson, I don't know if you've seen the video, it's just come out on Twitter today. Tyson Fury last night got legless drunk and was kicked out by a security guard. And
Serious.
His face planted today on the street.
Yeah, I haven't seen
it. You know what I mean?
So
like, that's because he's now having to handle that loss.
Yeah, 100%.
But even Usyk being the older fighter, like,
he hasn't earned the money. He hasn't earned the money what Tyson earned. And sometimes, like I said, money get to you, and it get to you in the wrong way. I mean, Derek Williams done a good piece last week inside the Boxing News about mental health. Derek is a good guy to be around and talk to. He's done the mental health about thing. And sometimes, right, when you're not hungry, you don't perform or train because things. I'm not saying, listen, this man has done what he need to do to earn the money in boxing. And I said, anybody earn anything out of boxing, you've got to give them credit. Because, like I said, there's no thing saying we're going to get 25 pounds a week. We don't get that. We get that when we fight. You understand me? That's why I said we're different from footballers and things. We got to be running around selling tickets. You don't see no footballers selling tickets. They'll come through the gate and this and that.
I just part selling tickets as well.
That's right. You understand me? Because ticket price is going to be... If you look at some of these posters, people said to me, front row was £20 when I was boxing. It's not going to know I'm looking at it because a front row ticket now will be £1,000.
10K.
Simple, you understand what I'm thinking? You know what I mean?
You get to saying tickets 25 quid, mate. Nah, man, that's too expensive.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
See you next week.
Yeah, absolutely. You're totally right. I think I don't go out and I wasn't forced to sell ticket. I think I've done it once. I didn't sell ticket. The guy gave me the ticket them, and then when I didn't sell them, I give them to my manager and say, you take it in. You understand me?
Do it.
Because it's so hard as you say, imagine 10 of us in here and you want this support, and I'm trying to sell 10 tickets.
It's hard.
But I may have to double it.
When you're dealing with people, it's hard anyway. Like, even when we do the podcast, sometimes, and this always happens after we've met us once, but like before we met them first time, it's like cancelling, changing dates. We can never get people right there. Then once they met us, they understand us, then it gets easier, right? People are like that.
Yeah.
Because people have got their own life. Sometimes it is malicious, but sometimes it's just because people have got their own life.
Of course.
And they do their own thing, do you understand what I mean? Yeah. But boxing, it will continue to evolve and it will continue to change.
People saying, you've got to change certain thing with time. Like I said, I don't mind certain thing change, but we're in the sport that some people get sponsors, some people don't get sponsors to make life a bit easier. But because it's a sort of sport where sponsorship don't come through the door in every minute. That's right. I suppose like in anything, but like in football match, automatically you're going to get sponsors. Somebody want to sponsor that. You don't get that with boxing. Boxing is completely different. You've got to be sort of here from day one where somebody says, you know what, I'm going to give you that. You understand me? Whether you make it or you don't make it, you understand me? If it's a football club, everybody want to give that football club something, so you get the sponsors, you get that on the board and things, you understand me? I never like wearing name brand stuff in the sense of, Adidas or Nike or something. There's a young man come here the other day and he said to me, James, will you wear more clothes? You know what I mean? I said, you have to pay me to wear your clothes. But when I was younger, because name brands and stuff, I'm wearing name brand stuff now because of my daughters. You know what I mean? You know, I have a Nike and Adidas, and I was going out one day, and my dad looked at me, and my dad said to me, Dad, you can't mix the brand. I said, what are you talking about? They're my bloody clothes. You know what I mean? They're my clothes. I wear what I want. She said, no, Dad, you can't mix the brand. I said, don't be stupid. They're my clothes. You understand me? And now when I'm going out, I'm thinking, have I got Adidas on? Have I, you understand me? But this is my daughter. Then put this bloody thing in my head now saying.
When you was younger, you wore them shoes, them broke them shoes, and then you had to match it up with something else, with bell bottoms or.
Well, no.
You weren't like that?
No, I wasn't like that. I was never like anything I want. I just put on because it fit. Yeah, it fit me. Wasn't It's like people saying to me, "Car." You know, my first trade when I first started, I wanted to be a mechanic. I was learning, to be a mechanic. And like my friend said, Conrad in Yorkshire, he was the mechanic. And I was doing something, and he says to me, James, where does these screws go? So I remember, I said, I can't find no way to put them. he said to me, you take them off, so they must go somewhere. You know?
So I don't know. The way he took them off. Remember where he took them off? Put them back. Mark the place where he took it off.
Drive down the damn road and then the engine stop. Because I forgot to put them 3 bolt screws in what I couldn't find. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I was never excited about them. I've got to go wear bell-bottom jeans. I was just grateful if I get one later. I don't know if you guys remember Ben Sherman's shirt, with the pleat at the back, There was a market named East Street Market, In the 70s, I wear a pink one. Don't worry, I could have fight. Trust me, I'd have fight.
I like pink.
I love pink now.
I like it.
You're right. Them days we could have. That's right. In them days, I could have fight. And my mother used to go to this market every week, and my mom used to get one of these shirts, different colors every week. You understand me? When the shirt first come out, nobody could afford Ben Sherman shirt. You understand me? But she got to the market and people says, you in I say, yeah, she got them at the market. In East Street Market.
Copies.
Which is still going, but I never know about a name brand. Somebody can look in the shoes and tell you.
Comfortable.
Yeah, I was just comfortable in, I would never get excited with bloody shoes, clothes, car, this and that. Didn't excite me. If you're my friend now and you don't speak to me, I probably word more over that. I said, why is that man not speaking to me? What have I done him?
You got balls.
And I'll probably say, brother, and let's talk about it and let's kill it and done the argument and it done. You know what I mean?
Everything. The thing is, with social media now, people are building what they want you to see online, and everyone's trying to make out that I've got friends that are doing well in business, but I won't do what they do. You know what they do to do well in business? They fly out to Dubai.
Of course.
They film a couple of videos in Dubai. Then they hire a Lamborghini. One of my mates can't even drive, and he's like taking pictures next to the car and portraying his life. And he's like, it's so fake, man.
Yeah, that's right. And this is why the young people them now is getting in trouble, doing what they want.
They want to be like that.
That's right. They want to be like them. They think, but my dad used to turn around to me and says, how much car can you drive one time?
Exactly.
How much shoes can you wear one time? How many of this can you wear one time? You understand what I'm saying?
This is why Andrew Tate. You know this Andrew Tate.
I heard about it.
This is why Andrew Tate's getting a lot of hype because he's the way I'm a real man and he's been fun. That was standard men upbringing when we were younger. It's just because now he's doing it on social media in such a way that people are listening to it. Do you understand what I mean? I feel for men a little bit because it's like men right now, they it's so good that women have more rights, but then men are losing their voices because they have to be careful what they're saying.
Of course.
And in society, being politically correct all the time becomes very confusing. I can't keep up with all. I come out of lockdown, and now there's gender, this next thing we've got to do with gender, right? And
Understand
respecting
our
it.
kids, them going in school and trying to change them, 100%.
You
You
gotta
know,
allow that as well.
100%.
And telling like they've got
100%.
more power than the parents.
Yeah,
The parents have to accept what they're
100%.
getting taught. No, forget that.
100%.
That's partially why the reason that I want to move to Bali within the next couple of years.
So he's going to run out on you, bro.
Exactly. Sorry, I mean,
That's right.
He's going to.
You're gonna be his big man.
When he run off and go to Bali and leave, don't bro. We'll accept you in London, so don't worry, you're good. You know what I mean? When he's gone to Bali and with his wife and they're waving at you, I mean, don't worry, bro. We got you. Don't worry, we got you.
You'll be able to take it over from down here. So. we want to build a London team. So
How long have we been speaking anyway?
How long have we been speaking?
Maybe
10 hours? Just flow away. It's nice.
90 minutes. Does it seem like 90 minutes? All right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll finish on this. We're going to play a game, right? We're going to do super middleweights.
That's
All right.
That's how we wait.
That's all right. So let's start with this. James Cook vs. Jermaine Taylor, who stays in.
James Cook.
I like that.
I wouldn't ask it because we're not allowed to now.
No. All right, okay. Move on. So James Cook's still in it. James Cook v. Nigel Benn.
James Cook. I'll tell you why, I'd hit him with an uppercut. Don't worry.
Nigel, you watching?
Hey.
James Cook v. Andre Ward.
Ooh. I think could be a draw.
You gotta choose.
You got to do one.
I'll be honest, Andre Ward. I do like him. He's very clever.
Andre Ward. Okay. Andre Ward v. James Toney.
Probably Ward.
Yeah. So Ward's still winning it. Andre Ward v. Steve Collins.
You know, for boxing wise, I do like Steve, but the Ward.
Yeah, Ward. See, I like this because just answering that. He's just giving the answers right. Andre Ward v. Chris Eubanks, Senior.
Eubanks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think Senior would get to Andre Ward?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you about that after. Right. Eubanks v. Canelo.
That's a tough one. Canelo at his best. Eubanks at his best. Eubanks.
Eubanks, cool. Eubanks v. Fuck.
Eubanks.
Okay, here we go. Eubanks v. So you're saying Eubanks still in, right?
Yeah.
And then let's switch off then. Eubanks v. Kazagi. Because he did beat him, didn't he?
At his best, yeah. At his best.
All right, and the last one.
I like Joe. I think Joe was a brilliant fighter.
And this is the last one, but the person I'm going to mention at his best, because they did fight.
Okay.
Roy Jones, Kazagi.
At his best?
His best.
No, at his best.
Yeah,
at his best. When he was younger, Roy Jones.
So Roy Jones wins. But I'm going to chuck another one in there. Roy Jones v. James Cook is best.
Yeah. Roy Jones v. James Cook over 12 rounds.
Yeah.
Roy Jones v. James Cook is best over 12 rounds. I'm going to be honest, it's going to be Roy Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's humility right there. But listen, tell me why, what was it I was going to ask him after? Why do you think Eubanks should be, Andre Ward?
I think Eubanks at his best with Andre Ward, I think will just overwhelm him. Eubanks, I think Ward would have been surprised to see how tough Eubanks was. And the punches what Eubanks could put together. You understand me? At the Eubanks best, I think he was a very hard guy to beat. Although he never fight me, and I call him a chicken. But, you know, I think,
he's a tough guy.
He was a tough guy. He was no, funny enough, we used to live in Peckham, you know, me and Chris, you know, Sammy, and you know, I think we met up once in Peckham inside the gym, you know, but you know, we never sparred together. But hear the joke now, hear the joke. This is what I'm saying, boxing is so funny. When I boxed Errol Christie, me and Errol Christie topped the bill at Eubanks was underneath that bill. And then Eubanks says to me, James, and I said, you're not ready yet. Yeah? When Eubanks now become
same to you.
champion. And I said, Chris, he turned around to me and he told me I'm not ready yet. And I thought, bastard. So you got to be
That's
careful.
the way the game goes. That's the way the game goes.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%, you know, 100%, because he was coming up, absolutely. I mean,
He was avoiding
yeah, absolutely. I mean, and
right.
I tell you about the chicken, innit, with me and Nigel Ben.
No.
Okay, well, I was trying to get a fight with Nigel Ben, yeah. I mean, I was WBA #1, yeah, and they was fighting for this title, yeah. And I went to a press conference, yeah. There was a box of chicken in the middle of the floor, and the guy said to me, "Cook, take the chicken up and bite it and call Ben a chicken." I said, hell no, I'm not taking up no raw chicken. That chicken is raw. Yeah, the chicken ain't no cook. I'm not taking up the raw chicken. He said, yeah, you gotta, the whole idea is to bite the chicken and cut. I said, I am not taking up no raw chicken. I can't jump picking. So the guy laughed at me. And he went down and he picked up the chicken and he stretched the damn chicken. It was plastic, wasn't it? It was a plastic chicken. But I mean, the chicken looked real.
Yeah.
So I took up the chicken now and then I was biting it, calling it a chicken. So, yeah.
What was Nigel's
Ambrose Mandy. Ambrose Mandy was managing Nigel Ben at the time. I had to give him respect. He said to me, James, we'd never fight you. Yeah, one guy we'd avoid. We didn't want to fight you. So he had to, I have to respect him for, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
It's funny what he's saying, and he said something about 10 minutes back, and I'm like, I'm going to come back to that. So I'm going to come back to that. You know, boxing. It's about the professional ranks. The manager's job is to manage. The fighter's job is to fight.
Yeah.
He's going to fight anyone. The manager has to protect him. So, for example, and I've seen it of recent, Wardley v Frazier. Clark. So evenly matched that after they come through this rematch, they might have just finished them both off.
You think so?
The manager's job is to make sure that even though the hype says, oh, I'm not sure who's going to win here, Usyk or Fury, but then you see the fight and it's always like, oh, well, I want as close as you think. The hype can make it think that it's closer than it thinks. But then you get them fights like Wilder v Fury, you finish them both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that's where the manager's job is to really carefully manage, and that's what he's saying there.
Yeah, you know, saying that, you're absolutely right, you know, and if there's an easier way around, you'd say both of them fight different person and things, and you're totally right. One person will go on, but they'll be off bloody dead, and the other one will probably be dead when he finished. What I mean by dead, I don't mean dead,
I know what you're saying.
Boxing dead.
Not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah.
You understand me? And, you know, on that front, this is why, I'll be honest with you guys, this is why I choose coaching, you know, because those are choice had to be made. I don't think I could have made them. You understand me? If any one of you was going to fight Mike Tyson, I'd rather train you to fight Mike Tyson than make the match against you to fight Mike Tyson. You understand what I'm saying? You know? So for manager to make these choices, I understand sometimes, but sometimes these fighters could give this manager a name. You understand what I'm saying?
Say don't trust him.
That's right.
He's not good.
That's right. You understand me? And if you're a small man, this is why I said boxing, right? I did say to you from start, if I had to go with a big manager now, I'd go because that manager may have money to guide you. I mean, it's when I was gonna fight. I was going to fight a fighter. I was going to fight Chris Eubanks' brother, actually. And that fight didn't happen. And I fought Mickey Duff, and Mickey Duff said to me, James, how much you want for this 8-rounder? And I said, 10 grand. And Mickey Duff said to me, 10 grand? I said, yeah, Mickey, because I've done all this training, spent money. So Mickey Duff said to me, okay, James, I'll have somebody there for you. And in the evening, Tony Booth was there.
Wow.
You know,
big old Tony.
Yeah, Tony was there. We had a fight, and then Tony and Brendan Hing would jump in the car straight away. Tony coming at about bloody cruiserweight. You understand me?
He's used to doing that.
Yeah. Tony coming, and soon before Mickey Duff, soon as Mickey Duff was going towards Brendel, they jump in that side, I can't drive off. Brendel said, don't worry, I'll get to him soon later. You understand me? Yeah, but you know, a big promoter could pay you to make sure you have this fight and you can have this fight. And boxing is a learning process. I do think there's guys out there where you can match them at a certain level to go to the next level. And you're totally right. If you had this hard fight, and if we have this hard fight from 1 to 50, of course it's going to slow down. He's going to
the top.
You want to get paid to have that hard fight. You want to be on the pinnacle. That's why for me, Wardley and Frazier, now the fought.
Yeah.
If I'm his manager, I'm like, they're going to fight again. They're going to get other fights, get more money, and then it's going to be for a world title or something like that. You know, because after this, that fight took a hell of a lot.
Absolutely. That's why I think it's that's why it's annoying me that boxers ain't getting the pay they deserve. You understand me? They're fighters, you know, and at the end of the day, they've got a family to feed and they may not be able to look after their family. You know what I mean? So they deserve this money. That's why I think this charity is such a great charity because we want to look after fighters. Yes, I mean, you understand me? You know, and talking about that, I remember we going to America to raise funds. You know what I mean? And when we went to America, we come back in late one night, you know, and we were inside the hotel we were staying. We had our food and it was all burnt. You understand me? So we sent Duke McKenzie to go tell him that the food was burned. I think Duke went up there, Colin, one of them went up there and come back and said they're not changing. So we sent our next guy. We had out there.
Did you say Colin went with you?
Yeah.
I was just talking to Colin on the
Was
way.
it? Okay, from Scotland. We sent a guy from Scotland. I think his name was world champion. One of the best world champion. I think his name slipped me.
What was it like?
It was
Harrison,
great.
Scott Harrison.
No, it wasn't Scott.
Arthur.
It was the next smaller one.
Smaller?
Yeah.
Arthur?
He come from Cardiff, but bloody hell, I forgot his name. But, yeah. And we sent him to go change, and the guy come back, they never changed the food. They said that food was burned. So we sent Big Derek.
Get it done.
Derek, 6'6", went over there and come back, we get new chicken, new food, new everything.
So what go on?
So, the thing is, you know what I mean? So, so then, I do, like I said, in my sense, if I could make fighters get well paid like footballers and things like that, I think it'd be great. But like I said, listen, I'm not saying footballers don't work. You understand me? They don't do their job.
But the danger. The boxers, because
we
don't have to worry about nothing.
No, it's dangerous. It's not as dangerous.
Exactly. They get paid weekly. Don't forget, like I said, a fighter. Okay, say you're getting a fight in 3 months, 3 months you're training, you're doing all this for the fight, and it may not happen.
And you get that done.
Thank you. It may not happen, so that's the next 3 months without money, 6 months. You understand what I'm saying? So if we're gonna move on and be up to date, I think there is money around to pay fighters if something don't happen, or you're professional, it don't happen. If footballers get paid every week, there's money around. Yes, I mean, fighters don't have to get this £1 million or £1 million fight till they make that grade where they're going to get money. But I think they should get something. They should get some money because
you could have one big pay. It's like, so boxing's like this. No money in bottom of sport, top of the sport, you might get big pay this. What you're saying is even it out.
Yes.
Across
100%.
You could be a millionaire over time or trying to be a millionaire overnight, like a lot of
100%, 100%, because at the end of the day, all of us here could be professional, and people say, what we do, we say we're professional fighters. But we're professional fighters, but we may not get a penny to bloody pay our bills. You understand me? We have to probably do a 9 to 5 or whatever, but it does. But if the sport is professional, say you're professional boxing, footballers, professional footballers, professional rugby players, professional cricketers, why if we bring the most enjoyment to people, why we're at the bottom of the list?
Well, you know what you say there, they like say, for example, the GB guys. They're in a better position than some.
100%. 100%. And
why not take that model?
That's right, and that's the annoying thing. That's the annoying thing now, because Now, because they're split, you got the Alliance and you got the GB. So the Alliance don't get no money, but GP squad get, but these guys are still boxing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Same when I went to Denmark, they get paid through the weekly as well.
It's the system. It's the system. The system. We just like to look at all the money and then build a system around it. But it's going to take someone to do it, and you're not talking about. It's going to be someone who, I'm just going to make it up, like a top promoter who believes in it, like, because it needs someone with money and influence who everyone's going to then follow suit and then say, you know, he's going that direction. I'm going to go away. We're the little people, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for us, but we're going to keep on spreading the message.
Yeah, absolutely,
We're
absolutely.
going to spread that as well.
Yeah, 100%. And Pedro,
One voice.
yeah, and Pedro Youth Club, you know,
promote
needs
it.
funding. So if you want to give a donation to the Pedro Youth Club so we can get refurbishment, we're going from 1929, please do. I'm going to speak to your wife now. What's her name?
Fika.
Young lady, I'm going to say young lady, right? Listen, if these two interviewed Jenny Nelson,
Yeah.
and they mentioned the MBE to Jenny Nelson, they're going to come back and interview me again, okay?
You're MB as well.
Oh, yeah, they're going to come back and interview me as well. Yeah. So if they mention it first to Johnny, right, they're going to come back and do me, all right?
Definitely will come back.
No, you're gonna be first. Listen, we're gonna
Thanks,
come
guys.
to London quite regular, right? And we could go on all day, right?
Listen,
So we're gonna come see him regularly.
Can I have a favour for you?
Yes, sir.
My uncle is crying. You need to get his nightclub out. It's called Envy Nightclub in Bradford. The sponsor does.
Yeah.
And also going out to the other sponsors who's helped us to come here. Yeah. It's called Country. So say, yo, Country.
Right.
Going out to Envy Nightclub.
Right, Country and Envy Nightclub, your money ain't wasted. The guys them did make the trip. They did buy petrol.
And the other sponsors.
And everybody else, they're in London for sure. I could tell you that they're in Hackney at the world famous Pedro Youth Club.
100%.
So what you need to do is up the sponsor. They can
That's
fund
right.
us. You know what I mean? So give them some more money because this guy is doing a great job,
And the address
guys.
should be down here,
You know?
the link.
And so you guys know the sponsorship only pays for the hotels, accommodations, and a little bit of petrol for him. But we want to keep on growing our sponsorship so we can get involved with Pedro and things like that, where we can help the sport of boxing become a better
I
place.
want to hire a car as well.
Yeah, and
If
by
you
the way-
give me some money to hire a car, I'll be happy with that.
And a private jet. Want a private jet. Want a private
And
jet.
by the way, you need to bloody give them a couple of hats where they can wear properly because they wear two different hats now,
No,
guys. So
no,
you
no,
sponsors
no,
need to
no,
sort it out.
no,
Yeah,
the
because
colour.
I don't wear a hat, you know, but you see them, you know,
get you one.
bloody
We'll get you
wearing
one.
caps, you know.
No, what is that?
We're gonna get you one.
Red, white, and blue. That's a colour. Red, white, and blue.
We're gonna
That's
get you a
colour.
cap.
We'll
Well,
get you one.
we don't know red, white, and blue because we have Arsenal around here.
Who do you support?
Arsenal around here. We have Arsenal down there, Tottenham up the
Who do you support?
road. Arsenal, so we're good.
Man United fan, sorry. Hey,
And this one.
I don't watch football in a day.
You lads loud. You should have beat City, man.
Brother, we tried, man. We
Twice,
tried.
man. You need to try harder,
we
man.
tried, man.
You
We
need to buy a
tried.
striker,
We
man.
need some defender, but striker.
We need a whole new team. We need a whole new
Arsenal
team.
need supporting group as well. So you can help them as well.
They need a new striker.
Help them to win, yeah.
Guys, we're gonna carry on. We're gonna carry on talking. We'll leave it there. I promise you, if you enjoyed this episode, this is not going to be the last time we speak to James Cook, the Power MBE, putting that in there. So we
Johnny,
said it. We said it
MBE.
first. MBE, Johnny.
Johnny, I got mine first, bro. Sorry.
There we go. There we go. Guys, thanks for tuning in to the 13th final round. Don't forget to like
And share and tell a friend,
and comment and hit that notification button so you get the notifications.
And we're here.
And we out.
Right? So everyone.
13th and the final round. Hit them up, man.
That's it.